enjoyed Hamilton. We are particularly excited to present this play because for the first time in the Society's history, we've managed to find a production that fits the number of Society members perfectly. If we're honest, lack of members has sometimes happened past productions, such as last year's Chekhov play, Two Sisters, last Christmas's The Lion and the Wardrobe, or indeed our summer musical, Cat. Of course, this will be the first time we've been able to stage a play of this scale, and we are thrilled. It's no secret we usually have to contend with a small budget, as was evident in our recent production of Roald Dahl's classic, James and the Peach. Of course, during the run of that particular show, the peach we had went off. We were forced to present a hastily devised alternative entitled, James, where's your peach? Anyway, on with the show, which I'm positive will be our best one yet. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please put your hands together and stand! Go! For Susie H.K. Bridwell's thrilling whodunit, The Murder at Havisham Manor.
Charlie, are you ready? We're all downstairs waiting for the glass to your engagement. Charlie, are you ready? You've been in there for hours now. Why didn't you get ready better? I said we have 6 o'clock, so got the wedding. 6 o'clock. Charlie, if you want to come out, we'll come in. David Beckett, he's locked the door. Hand me those keys. Yeah, they are, Mr. Collymore. Thank you, Beckett. We're coming in, Charlie. We're coming in. There we are. We're in. But what's this? Charles, unconscious.
Asleep surely, Mr. Collymore.
Damn Perkins, I hope so. I'll take his pulse. Blast. I knew something like this must have been wrong. Sound like Charles disappear like this. Sir, he's dead. David Perkins, he can't be. He's my oldest friend.
He's not breathing, sir. There's no hint of a heartbeat.
Well, I'm dumbfounded. It was right as rain just an hour ago.
I don't understand. He can't be dead. He was fit as a fiddle. It doesn't make sense.
Of course it makes sense. He's been murdered. Good God, where's Florence?
She's in the dining room, sir. Shall I fetch her?
At once.
But she's bound to have one of her hysterical episodes.
Charles dead. What a whore. Either he was murdered, Perkins, or I think perhaps it was suicide.
Suicide? Mr. Havisham? Not possible. Never was there a man with more zest for life than Charles Havisham. He was young, rich, and soon to be married. Why on earth would he commit suicide?
Why on earth would anybody want to murder Charles Havisham? Charles was such a gentle fellow.
Generous, kind, a true philanthropist. He never had an enemy in his life.
Until today, it seems.
Shall I telephone the police, sir?
The police, it would make it hard for you for days in this snowstorm. No, I'll telephone Inspector Carson. Lives just the other side of the village. Hand me that phone, Perkins. Thank you, Perkins. Damn it, I know it's late. Damn it, I don't care about the weather. There's been a murder. Someone murdered Charles Havisham. That's right. That's right. That's right.
We got a little sound effect there on the cue.
He's on his way. Inspector Carter. He's the best damn inspector this side of the district. He'll crack this case quick.
Very good, sir. And what shall I do?
Lock every door, man. Of the Solis Havisham Manor until the killer is found.
At once, sir.
Assemble everyone in here.
Right away, sir.
Good God. Charles Havisham, murdered at his own engagement party. Good God. Charles Havisham, murdered at his own engagement party. What's... What's a
My brother dead? It can't be.
Calm down, Cecil. Perkins, pour him a stiff drink. Right away, sir. Charles always kept his scotch right there beside him.
You know, my brother had the finest collection of scotch in all the county.
Don't you think I know that? Perkins, I've known Charles ever since grade school.
Well, he was my brother, Thomas.
Hang it all. Charlie dead.
My fiancé dead. I can't bear it.
You ought to leave my sight this evening, Florence.
Oh my God! He's drunk the whole bottle. There's not a drop left. There's not a drop left.
Hang it all. There's another on the table.
Of course, sir. You're right. This one's full.
But who on earth would have the motivation to murder Charles Havisham?
I can't imagine.
It's madness! My brother was a good man. Who would kill him? I'm in shock, Thomas.
As am I, Cecil. As am I.
My brother murdered in his own home? This is unthinkable.
This is more than my nerves can take. I simply can't stand it. Thomas, I think I'm becoming hysterical.
No, Florence. Not another one of your hysterical episodes.
Oh, Florence, this is unbearable.
Oh!
Thomas, I feel I shall pass out.
Perkins, pour me a stiff drink.
Thank you, Perkins.
There, Florence. Calm down. Deep breaths.
Oh, this is terrible. Just a week after our engagement.
Well, here's to a good brother. That's the best whiskey I've ever tasted.
Have another to calm your nerves.
Make it a double!
Oh, my Charles. My Charles, my head is spinning.
Calm down, Florence.
Another scotch, sir.
Yeah?
I can't believe he's out here alone, drinking, when he was supposed to be downstairs with us.
My brother! My brother wasn't as happy as people led to believe. Behind that cheery mask lay a darker side to a man many didn't know about.
It's true. His smile was often merely a facade. I was fortunate enough to be one of the few people Charles really confided in. Damn it all, I've lost a true friend today.
We all have, Perkins.
Thanks. I've known Charles ever since grade school.
I don't know how I'll ever recover from this.
You'll move back home with me. I'm your brother, and I'll have it no other way.
Perkins is right. My brother was having a deep sense of melancholy and resentment. I have no doubt in my mind it was suicide.
Suicide? Suicide? Mr. Havisham, how could you say that? Of course not. It was murder. Murder in the first degree.
Nonsense! My... Nonsense! My brother was paranoid and jealous, and I can prove it. Perkins handed me his journal and so on the mantelpiece. Why? Look at the last entry. The night of our engagement party, I fear Florence does not love me. Despair engulfs my soul.
But I love Charles with all of my heart.
As I said, you're mad with paranoia and jealousy.
Ding dong.
Thank heavens he's here.
The inspector!
Thank heavens he's here.
What a terrible snowstorm. Good evening. I'm Inspector Carter. Take my case.
Yes, Inspector.
This must be Charles Havisham. I'm sorry. This must have given you all a damn shock.
It did. We're all still reeling.
Naturally. Tell me, are any of you the deceased's immediate family?
I'm Sister Havisham, I'm his brother.
I'm Florence Collymore. I'm his fiancée. Tonight is our engagement party.
I take it everyone is assembled here?
Yes. The only other member of staff is Arthur the gardener. That's all him and Winston, leaving for the weekend hours ago.
Winston?
His guard dog.
Very well. Have you bought everyone a stiff drink?
Yes, Inspector.
Well, he is to a man we all love. To Charles.
Charles.
Delicious!
Lovely. That's a damn fine bottle, Perkins. What's the vintage? Flammable and corrosive, sir.
Listen, you all must be distraught, but forgive me. The sooner I can begin my inquiries, the sooner we can get to the bottom of this ghastly business. Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham, if you could please wait in the hall as I examine the body.
It's It's such a tragedy for a man to die just 3 months before he's to be married.
I can't stand it. Just look at him, lying there.
This is most Morris.
Morose, indeed.
His stillness unnerves me.
Seeing a cadaver for the first time can be unsettling. Check his pockets, Thomas.
Yes, Inspector.
I need you to pull yourself together to help me dust his body for fingerprints.
Yes, Inspector.
A letter!
Now to dust the body for fingerprints.
What was that?
Sir.
I could have sworn. I just saw him breathing.
Breathing, sir.
Nonsense, buddy. This man is dead. Thank you. Perhaps you could take it down to the service quarters for the coroner to collect in the morning.
Yes, Inspector.
Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham, if you could please return.
Any ideas of the cause of death, Inspector?
Could be a number of things. Strangulation, suffocation, poison. Before the coroner fully examines the body, I would like to say.
Poison, Inspector. Surely not.
Try not to think about it, Miss Collymore. As soon as I'll speak to everyone individually, and then you can make some space to calm your nerves.
Thank you. Inspector. This is all more than I can bear.
I shall return presently as soon as we've called the coroner. Perkins, please lock all the doors and be careful carrying the body.
Well, then. Well, thank God they've all gone.
Cecil, we must tread carefully. It would be easy for the two of us to become implicated in Charles' death. If they find out about us, we'll be suspects.
So what? We were having an affair. It doesn't mean we killed the man.
Of course not, but that's what the inspector would think.
It's fine. We'll just carry on as if everything's just as it was. Except now, you won't be forced to marry my beastly brother.
And soon we can be together and not keep secrets.
Soon, my love. But first, with Charlie finally up the picture, I must ask you one question. Florence, will you do me the honors of becoming my wife? Marry me! Florence, Charles is gone, and he can never come between us again. Charles is dead, and he's never coming back.
Oh, Cecil, I can't resist you. I shall marry you.
Come into my arms.
Oh, Cecil,
Kiss me.
I shall.
The inspector requires a pencil. What on earth?
I was feeling flustered, and Cecil was pulling my brow.
Very well. Now, I have the inspector's pencil. Pencil! I'll be on my way.
Thank God he's gone.
Kiss me, Cecil, 1,000 times. I'm yours.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore. I've come to collect the keys to lock us all inside.
Thank you, Perkins.
I shall lock the doors at once.
At last, we're alone.
Oh, you don't think Perkins suspects us, do you?
That old fool, of course not.
Oh, enough words. Take me.
The inspector requires his notebook. What in God's name?
Oh, I was about to faint, and Cecil caught me.
Never mind that. Now, I need the inspector's notebook. His notebook! I'll be on my way.
Damn these blast interruptions.
Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Collymore. Mr. Havisham, I've come to prepare the room.
Thank you, Perkins. Just set them down the mantelpiece. soon, my love. We must be careful. We mustn't arouse suspicion.
Tell me, who do you think killed Charles?
I have no doubt in my mind he was killed by your brother, Thomas Collymore.
My brother a murderer and Charles dead. What a devil of a situation is he?
Not so fast, Inspector.
But why would Thomas want Charles dead?
Isn't it obvious? He was always bitter and possessive when it came to you. He saw you two together at tonight's engagement party, and he snapped and killed Charles.
But is Thomas one of our affair is discovered?
I have no doubt in my mind he would try to kill us as well, just like he killed Charles.
Oh, I feel pain again.
Don't worry, Florence, just follow my lead.
I'm sorry to have kept... I'm sorry to have kept you. But now that I've called the coroner, our interviews can proceed. Perkins, bring in Charles's personal effects.
Where would you like them, Inspector?
Set them down on the mantelpiece.
As you wish, Inspector.
Don't go, Perkins. I'd like to ask you a few questions first. Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham, if you could be so kind as to give us a moment's privacy.
Naturally.
Stand there, Perkins, take seats. Go ahead, Perkins. How are you feeling?
A little shaken still, but I'll be fine.
You and Charles Havisham, you were close.
Yes, sir, very close.
You don't appear very upset.
On the contrary, I've barely taken it in. He was such a kindly, charming man.
It's true.
You met him?
Once at the local police station. He was a consultant on a fraud case I was working on.
I see.
How long have you been working at Havisham Manor?
80 years.
80 years!
8 years. 8 years.
8 years. And have you enjoyed your time here?
My time with Mr. Havisham has been nothing but a joy. I feel that since I've come here, I have been seen not only as a butler, but also as a friend and a confidant. If you need me, I'll be in my quarters. Exits.
Exits!
Thank you, Perkins. Perhaps you could send Florence Collymore in for me.
No need. I'm already here. Don't ask too much of me, Inspector. I feel fragile as glass.
At last, Collymore, you managed to find me a pencil?
Yes, Inspector.
My notebook? I knew I'd left them somewhere. I'm going to have to speak to your sister alone.
Very well. Florence, I'll be in the library.
Don't fret, Miss Collymore. My questions will be brief and to the point, and then you can get some rest. Firstly, how old are you, Miss Collymore?
21.
I'll make a note of that. And when were you engaged to be married?
In the new year.
And when did you and your fiancé first meet?
Only 7 months ago, but my brother has known him since school. He introduced us at a local gala, and it was love at first sight. I knew from the very first moment I saw him that he was the man I wished to marry.
Ah, I've run out of paper.
When you love someone, Inspector, there's no such thing as rushing.
Did you ever think you were rushing into this marriage?
Why wouldn't I love him?
Did you love him then?
How could anyone have benefited?
Can you think of anyone who might have benefited from your fiancé's death?
Cecil?
Not even Cecil?
I wasn't having an affair! Don't raise your voice to me, Inspector!
You were having an affair!
Don't tell me to calm down!
Calm down, Miss Collymore.
But where did you find it?
I found your letter, the one addressed to Cecil, written in your hand, declaring your love for him and saying that the thought of marrying Charles repulsed you.
Charles read it.
Where did you find it? I'll tell you where I found it. In Charles's pockets.
Charles read it, and it was suicide! Charles read it, and it was suicide! Charles read it, and it was suicide!
Indeed, or a murder conceived by yourself and Cecil Havisham so you could run away together.
You diabolical beast! I won't stand for this, Inspector! Accuse me again and you'll be sorry!
What's all this shouting? What is this, Inspector?
I was merely interviewing Miss Collymore. Nothing more.
What's the matter, Florence? Go home! Calm down! Stop shouting!
She's having another one of her hysterical episodes. Snap out of it, Florence. Florence, where are you going? Come back here this instant. She's run off. I'll go fetch her. You stay here, Cecil. I dare say the inspector has some questions for you. You were Charles' brother, after all.
I'm sorry about her, Inspector. It's been quite the night. We're all badly shaken.
Indeed. 11 o'clock already.
Well, do you have any questions for me, Inspector?
Yes. Similar questions to those I asked Miss Collymore.
Fire away, Inspector. I'm at your service.
Indeed. You and your brother, did you get along well?
Up and down. There was rather more strain in our relationship when Father died. It was no secret that he cared for Charles more than myself.
This is your father in the portrait, is it not?
Yes.
It was the spitting image of Charles, wasn't he?
Ever since he was a little puppy, yes.
You were the junior by 4 years.
Almost 4, didn't I know it? Charles patronized and embarrassed me throughout our entire childhood. He always stuck to new best and Father always took his side. If he ever didn't get his way, he was unbearable.
He sounds far from the ideal brother. In fact, it sounds like you hated one another.
I won't lie, Inspector. We never truly saw eye to eye. But if you're saying we had something to do with this murder, you're mistaken.
I see. It's a dark night, Cecil.
Look out!
You can barely even make out the trees.
What are you saying, Inspector?
I'm saying, Cecil, that tonight would be the perfect night for you to murder your brother.
Bad idea!
This letter! I found in Charles's woman. He himself.
You know about that?
I do, as it seems with Charles.
Well, bravo, Inspector. It'll be easier found out about Florence and I, but it proves nothing. We had nothing to do with Charles's murder. Oh, but Thomas Collymore does. Oh, Inspector is a dangerously active man with a devil of a temper, and Florence is his sister. Now, I've said it once before, and I shall say it once again. He couldn't stand the idea of giving his best friend away to any woman. He saw them together tonight, and he lashed out and killed Charles. A crime of passion, perhaps, but there it is!
Thank you, Mr. Havisham. You've been most helpful. Perhaps you could fetch Thomas Collymore for me. I'm going to have to follow more than one line of inquiry at a time to get to the bottom of this.
At once, Inspector. Anything about the progress of your investigation?
Hang it all, Charles. Who could have killed you? Everybody under this damned roof seems guilty. That's queer. There's something underneath these cushions. A ledger! A ledger! A ledger! A ledger! Where's the ledger?
It's under the couch.
What? We don't have a couch, we have a chest lounge!
On the mantelpiece.
What are you talking? Okay, stop it! Say words! Please! What? No, it's not on the clock!
In the clock, in the clock.
It is not in the clock!
Open it.
There is nothing in the clock! Yes, I am positive there's nothing in the clock! I think I would have seen it on the floor! That is my right, what do you mean? This is not a couch! This is a chest lounge! Where is the ledger?
It's under this. Hold on. Under the
Thank you, child.
A ledger! A ledger! With Charles's initials inscribed in the cover. Let me see. Notes. Bills. What is this? A newly written last will and testament, dated only today. Let me see. I, Charles Havisham, hereby amend my last will and testament to leave my money, possessions, and Havisham Manor to one. Good Lord!
Inspector, Thomas Collymore for you.
Thank you, Cecil. Before I question Mr. Collymore, I have some papers I'd like to review in Charles's study. I shall return presently.
Do take your time, Inspector. Indeed. Tell me, Thomas, did you manage to find Florence?
No, she ran out into the grounds.
And what were your feelings on Florence and Charles' engagement?
I was overjoyed, of course. I love Florence and I love Charles very much. I couldn't approve more of a match.
Come now, Collymore. It's more no job of protective of your sister. I'll get it. I'll get it. I got to get it. Good evening. It's for you.
Who the devil is it?
Monsieur Accountants, Collymore.
Well, at 11:30 in the evening?
Yes.
Then hand me the receiver.
Yes.
Yes, Thomas Collymore speaking. It is inconvenient, yes. My recent deposit, what of them? Discrepancies? What do you mean? Gone? Gone where? £9,000 stolen? Good God, man. Perkins, get in here. Yes, sir. Bring me my bank book, Perkins. Your bank book, sir. Thank you, Perkins. Your pen, sir. Thank you, Perkins. Been an absolute disgrace. Being my speaking with. I shall report you to superiors, Mr. Fitzroy. I'll write that name down. Major Fitzroy. I'll have you know, this telephone call has put me in a very difficult position. I didn't authorize those transactions. You find out who did, you call me back.
Thomas, what is it?
£9,000 were stolen from my private savings.
Good Lord!
We gassed the evening.
Thomas, I'm afraid I have a confession to make.
What is it?
Florence and I were having an affair.
What? You and my sister?
Now, Collymore.
You always were a snake in the grass, Cecil.
Is that what you think? We're in love.
My son does not love you. Your own brother's fiancé. It's disgusting. No wonder your father hated you.
Don't speak about my father, Collymore.
It's not. It's time for you to answer to me for your indiscretions. Draw your sword. On guard. Nice try, Cecil, but no match for my skill.
Not bad, Collymore, but I was always too quick for you. Come on.
Rattle! Clang! good parry. I shall show you good parry. Slash! Oh, blood! Slash! Blood! Blood! I don't need this to kill you, Havisham. I see Steve is very mistake as he murdered Charles this evening. He's murdered by his own violence and jealous rage. You'll be sorry you didn't finger my sister, Havisham.
Gunshots!
Inspector, where's Inspector Carter? There you are, Inspector. I don't know how you look so calm and collected in a situation such as this.
It comes from years of experience.
Indeed.
It is important we all remain calm and don't let each other out of our sight. Where's your sister coming on?
She's coming now. Florence, get in here. Ah! Florence, you don't look yourself this evening.
Thomas, I'm frightened.
Don't worry, Florence. You're safe here with me.
What's happening, sir?
Isn't it obvious? Cecil has lost control.
Oh no, not Kiesel.
He murdered Charles tonight, driven mad by his lust for you, and now he knows we found him out.
Kiesel would not do such a thing.
Well, this is the first. This is a fine mess. The worst night I've seen in 8 years of service.
Save me, brother. Save me, brother.
Don't worry, Florence. I shan't let anyone hit a hair on your head.
I'm panicking. I cannot believe Cecil is doing this.
Try to relax, Miss Collymore.
I shall wait.
You shan't faint. Confound it! What a devil of a situation this is. Not so fast, Inspector. Now, we're all going to survive. Now, we're all going to survive tonight, you hear me?
Hey, come on!
Great Scott!
Good heavens!
I need.
Don't panic. Cecil is crossing the landing. We must lock him out.
Quickly, Beckett, where are the keys to the door?
Here they are, sir. Here they are, sir.
Quickly, hand them to me, Beckett, before Cecil first aid.
Good Lord!
Cecil's dead.
A double murder!
We found that Durant Ranch. We found it.
Time of death according to me. 5 o'clock.
Cecil, no. I loved him. I know it was wrong. I know I was engaged to Charles. But Cecil was mine and... I was his.
There, Miss Collymore.
How will I go on? Sobs.
Take this body outside.
Yes, Inspector.
I'll lend you a hand.
I've seen an awful lot in the 20 years I've been an inspector. But 2 murders on one evening is certainly unusual. is not the time to know of your episodes.
I'm having an episode, Inspector. I cannot help it.
Have an episode!
No, Miss Collymore!
Lawrence, control yourself, girl. She's having another one of her hysterical episodes. Lawrence, I will not tolerate another tantrum.
Get away from me, Thomas. You don't understand my grief.
Here, Florence, take one of your pills.
No, not more pills.
Now, who on earth would have motivation? But who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now, tell me, is there anyone else on the ground that you know of other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Does anyone have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else on the ground that you know of other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6, and the only other member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Does anyone have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else on the ground that you know of other than the four of
Not
us?
a
The
soul.
gardener left at 6, and the only member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Does anyone have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house
Oh,
alive.
Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch. Now tell me, is there anyone else on the ground that you know of other than the four of
Not
us?
a
The
soul.
gardener left at 6, and the only other member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Does anyone have access to the
No
grounds?
one, Inspector.
I'm the one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house
Oh,
alive.
Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch. Now tell me, is there anyone else on the ground other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6, and the only member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Access to the
No one,
grounds.
Inspector.
I'm the one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch. Now tell me, is there anyone else on the ground that you know of other than the four of
Not a
us?
soul.
The gardener left at 6, and the only member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Does anyone have access to the grounds?
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
Oh, no one! No one could have killed him except for the people who are in this room.
Good God, you're right. It's one of us.
This is a disaster. Blackout. Intermission.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. We will be resuming this evening's performance momentarily. I am assured. I must say, I'm delighted to see that so many of you have returned for the second act. Obviously, I would be lying if I said the first act went entirely as rehearsed. There were one or two minor snags that you may or may not have picked up on, but they're snags that you would expect to see in any production. This certainly hasn't been the worst first act the Conley Drama Society has seen by some stretch. Now, just last year, due to a casting error, the Conley Drama Society was forced to present Snow White and 7 tall broad gentlemen. Anyway,
It's going quite badly, to be honest. I mean, we still can't find that dog, and yeah, she's unconscious. And yeah.
Hannah! Before we begin again, may I please offer one word of health and safety advisement? Could I please ask anyone who purchased any of the concessions to please seek medical help immediately? And now I present to you the concluding act of the Murder at Havisham Act.
No one could have... No one could have killed him except for the people who are in this room.
Good God, you're right. It's one of us.
This is a disaster.
It's not over yet. 2 murders and 1 night at Havisham Manor. What a grisly evening.
Frightful, brother, frightful.
And look, Mr. Collymore, the snowstorm outside is building.
We're not careful. We snowed into this slaughterhouse. We must discover the guilty person.
Indeed. The gunshots were heard coming from the library. I shall investigate the room. All of you remain here.
Some night's a disgrace. Let us remind ourselves of what we know.
We know that Charles Havisham was murdered here in his own private rooms on the night of the engagement party.
We know that his own fiancée was involved in an affair with his own brother. How could my sister behave in such a way?
Not now, Thomas. You know that he too was murdered on the same eve in cold blood.
The only thing we don't know is who the murderer is.
Oh, the tension in this house. Oh, the tension in this house is. Oh, the tension. Oh, it's tense.
Florence, how do you feel now?
I'm done.
That's dreadful!
I want to die.
That's the spirit!
So now, Miss Collymore, I must ask you an important question. Where were you when the murder was committed?
I was on the floor with a mustache.
That makes perfect sense. So was I.
Kiss me 1,000 times, I'm yours.
Of course, Florence, little brothers are 4.
This is a disaster, and already it's midnight.
Sorry, go on.
That was most ominous.
Ominous, indeed.
Collymore, I must speak with you privately.
At once, Inspector.
I must speak with you, Thomas.
Of course, Carter.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Most comfortably, Inspector.
Before we speak, I must check that no one else is in earshot.
No one else is here, Inspector.
Very well. Collymore, I found the weapon that was used to kill Cecil Havisham.
Someone murdered Cecil. With this?
Yes, less than half an hour ago.
Where?
It was in the library, lying on the table, muzzle warm and the barrel still smoking.
But who?
I was hoping you'd be able to tell me that, Collymore. After all, we are friends, aren't we?
I don't know what you mean. I was downstairs fetching my sister some refreshments when I heard the gunshots. I don't know what page we're on. Besides, why would I want to murder my oldest friend's younger brother?
Perhaps because you found out about his affair with Florence. We all know you're a jealous man, Collymore, ruthlessly Protective of your sister.
Protective. I approve of whatever makes my sister happy.
Don't play the fool with me, Collymore. You shot Cecil Havisham in cold blood. You know that wasn't the plan. I'm going to show you something, Thomas. No doubt you'll find it interesting.
What is it, Inspector?
A new draft of Charles's last will and testament, dated only today. It appears he's changed the beneficiary.
Who on earth is he Good Lord!
That's right.
He's leaving it all to Perkins?
The time has come to confront Perkins and tell him we know what he has done. Let's go find him.
Yes, Inspector.
Who the devil could that be? You're probably right. Quickly, Miss Collymore. We must hide out of harm's way. Charles had a secret passage built behind this bookcase. Stand back, I'll open it. Step inside, Miss Collymore. You're safe in there, Miss Collymore. You're safe in there, Miss Collymore. What are you doing here?
I was gardening late this evening with Winston. We got caught in the storm and couldn't make it to the gates.
Good heavens, Arthur, come inside. You won't believe what a nightmare this evening has been.
How do you mean? Whoa, Winston! Down from the chase! Down!
Mr. Havisham was murdered tonight.
Mr. Havisham? Surely you don't mean Charles Havisham.
And not only that, his brother Cecil was also killed tonight.
Yes, well, that explains the strange goings-ons I've seen in the grounds this evening.
Strange goings on.
A mysterious figure stood by the window to this very room. I saw that the latch on the window had been forced, and Winston found this on the ground beneath it. A lace handkerchief with a deep red mark and a distinctive scent.
Cyanide.
Precisely, cyanide. And you can tell from the shape of the mark it's been used to hold the bottle. And not only that, it's been embroidered with the initials FC.
Florence Collymore.
Indeed.
Arthur the gardener is suggesting that Florence Collymore broke into Charles's private rooms this afternoon.
Florence has murdered her own fiancé.
Miss Collymore, get in here now. You killed Charles Havisham, and we have the evidence to prove it.
How dare you, Perkins?
Perkins!
Thank heavens, Inspector. You have been accusing me of the most dreadful thing.
Hold your tongue. We all know what you've done. Whoa, Winston!
Winston, the inspector's here to help us.
I'm sorry, let him Inspector out, but I'm outside.
Arthur,
I'm the longest serving member here at Havisham Manor.
He's been working for Mr. Havisham for 90 years. 99 years.
99 years, what a dedicated man. But Arthur, I was informed you left Havisham Manor at 6 o'clock today.
What's that, young man?
It would appear you were hiding on the ground the night 2 men were murdered here.
Arthur became trapped in by the storm and he couldn't make it to the gates.
How implausible. I don't suppose you realize what you walked into this evening then, Arthur.
On the contrary, Inspector, it appears I have found a clue that will close this case.
A handkerchief.
Monogrammet.
And stained with cyanide.
Cyanide.
Drunk beneath the false window that was used to gain access to this room, so someone could gain access and poison Charles.
Good Lord, how dreadful. I must inspect this handkerchief in closer detail. Thomas, fetch my magnifying glass to Charles' study.
Yes, Inspector. Oh! Your magnifying glass, Inspector.
Thank you, Thomas.
Inspector. there's something you do not know about that handkerchief.
I'll get it. Good evening. Ah, yes, it's for you, Mr. Cullingmore.
Who the devil is it?
Mr. Fitzroy, sir.
And hand me the receiver. Fitzroy, thank you for calling again. Another transaction traced. A one-way ticket to Dover. No. Are you there, Fitzroy? There you are, Fitzroy. This telephone call has caused me more pain than you can possibly imagine. You find out who did that, you call me back.
Mr. Collymore, it looks like you could use a scotch.
No! No more scotch, thank you, Perkins. But I must go find my bank records. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
Inspector, there's something about that handkerchief you have not realized.
What is it, Perkins?
The handkerchief bears upon it the initials FC.
Florence Cullingmore is the murderer.
Inspector, me, the murderer? How can you?
You are the murderer, Florence. It is plain for us all to see. You were engaged to be married to Charles, a man who, according to your letter, you despise. Not only this, but you were having an affair with his brother. It seems awful to me that you both murdered him so you could be together.
If you'll excuse me.
Florence Cullingmore is the murderer.
Inspector, me, the murderer? How can you?
I check my bank.
You're lying, Florence. You killed him.
He's having another one of the hysterical episodes.
You killed your fiancée, Florence. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm the murderer!
Did I know that's not true?
It is true, Inspector.
You've been exposed.
Very well, Mr. Cullingmore. Your name can easily be cleared. You must examine Charles's body once more for evidence of cyanide poisoning. Perkins, Cullingmore, show me to the service quarters so I may inspect the deceased once more.
Inspector?
And Arthur.
Arthur, you stay here and ensure Miss Cullingmore does not leave this room.
Close.
Arthur, you have known me for years. Surely you believe I could never do something like this.
On the contrary, Miss Cullingmore, it appears I have found you to be the guilty party.
Oh, Arthur, how can you? Please, you must protect me from these fiends. I'll do anything to win your trust.
Please, Miss Cullingmore, you know I cannot resist your feminine charms.
I've seen the way you look at me across the grounds. Even now, while you're looking at me. Even now. Even now, while you're looking at me. I know how you feel.
Please, Miss Cullingmore, I'm a simple gardener.
And you said before how radiant. And you said before how radiant I look as I walk across the grounds. Oh, Arthur, protect me. Oh, no, it's
You're a murderer, seductress, and I shall not be seduced.
But Arthur, how can you resist me? I'm a beautiful woman.
Stop, Miss Cullingmore. You're using your powers of a man as you always have.
You can't pretend your feelings aren't real.
Yes, very well. Perhaps it is true that I have admired you.
Then kiss me. Then kiss me, Arthur. You know you want to.
Oh, yes.
Arthur's
A
arms.
second affair?
Florence, you've changed.
Oh, Inspector, these accusations. I feel dizzy. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
I suggest you settle down, Miss Collymore.
Quickly, where's the medication?
Lass, I must have left it in the study. If you'll excuse me.
Miss Collymore, you are a vile criminal.
And to think we took you in.
You have manipulated me. I've let my master down tonight.
And all the while you are plotting your fiancé's demise.
Oh, Inspector, all these wild accusations. I feel an episode coming on. And it's not coming on. Throw my bakery.
We still hold the floor?
Calm down, Miss Collymore. An adulteress in a cold-blooded killer.
I'm not Inspector!
Yes, you are, Miss Collymore.
No, Inspector! I can't take it anymore! I shall faint!
She's fainted.
It's all become too much for her.
Quickly! I head down on the chase. Ah, there's ghosts in this house. The fog is floating. Ghouls! Ah. That's better.
I've got Florence's medication. What's happened?
Florence has fainted.
There, Miss Collymore.
I'll wake her up. She's out cold.
Doctor, is this the same person you saw outside the window this evening?
I cannot tell, Inspector. Please remove her hands from her face. Your eyes saw was that of a man.
Of course it was. You were taken in by a handkerchief, planted outside the window to flame Florence. She and Cecil both have plausible motives for murder, but the true motive belongs to Perkins. To Perkins!
Me, Inspector?
You, Perkins. It appears Charles made Perkins the sole beneficiary of his inheritance.
This is all a mistake.
Save your pleading for the police station. Thomas, handcuff him to the chase lounge. Let's take an escape before I drive him there.
That won't be for hours. The snow is at its peak.
It's not true, I tell you.
What happened? I must have fainted. First time. What happened? I must have fainted. Curse my delicate constitution.
You did faint, Florence. We bled. And Perkins committed the murder.
Perkins? Perkins! But he's such a kindly old man!
This is all a misunderstanding. I didn't kill Charles, but I know who did.
Who?
Inspector Carter.
What on earth? Poppycock!
You did it because Charles knew about the police money you embezzling.
Nonsense!
You say you met Charles before, that he was a consultant on a fraud case you were working on.
What of it?
Charles found the reason that no arrest would be made is because the man committing the crimes was yourself. You were the facade. The perpetrator. You the perpetrator.
You can't prove it.
But Charles could, and that's why you killed him.
Never!
I know your secret, Inspector. What will you do? Kill me too?
I will confound it!
What a devil of a situation this is!
Not so fast, Inspector. Charles!
Have a shot,
Sir!
Charlie! I thought you were dead.
You're alive! It's not possible!
I'm afraid it is. You couldn't kill me that easily.
How did you survive?
I didn't drink the poison sherry you left out for me this evening.
Charlie! Charlie! This
ever since we last spoke at the police station, it was clear you thought I was onto you. It was at this point I became afraid you might try to kill me. For months now I've had my guard up, but tonight, you fell right into my trap.
You've been hiding in the grounds ever since this afternoon when you planted the poison.
It was you that I saw. You, the mysterious figure.
I thought it was strange! No! I thought it was strange you got here so quickly in such terrible weather!
But what about the handkerchief bearing Florence Cullimore's initials?
Perhaps you should ask Inspector Carter. What should I say? Inspector Frederick Carter.
FC! The same initials.
Precisely. And after committing the crime, you found Charles' will, his ledger, and tried to pin the whole thing on me.
You did!
Crafty indeed. Perkins here is as innocent as I am. Remove those handcuffs this instant.
Of course, Carter. I have the key.
Drop your gun, Inspector.
Never! I came here to kill you, Charles, and I won't leave until the job is done.
I can prove your guilt in a second, Carter. I have the evidence in my study. Fetch the papers, Perkins.
Yes, sir.
Lower your weapon, Inspector. It's over.
What will you do, Charles? Shoot me in front of a room full of witnesses?
Don't think I wouldn't do it, Carter. You tried to kill me. I'd merely be returning the favor.
Please, Inspector, you're frightening me. Please, Inspector, you're frightening me.
You ought to be frightened!
Arthur, hold everyone in the room. I'll send a wire to the local police.
Yes, sir.
You monster! You tried to kill Charles and you killed Cecil. How could you?
All right, I admit it. I tried to kill Charles, but I couldn't have done it without the help of my accomplice.
Your accomplice?
That's right, Thomas Collymore.
It's true. I was the inspector's accomplice. But don't think for 1 second I'm going down. Charlie's locked the door. We're trapped.
Quickly, Collymore, we can escape through the window. Winston, get him, boy! Down, boy! Quickly, Collymore, we can escape through the study.
Paper, sir.
Thank you, Perkins.
No use, Thomas. There's no escape. We're trapped.
Brother, I'm surprised at you. I don't know what you've become.
I'm so ashamed. Carter found them between the two of us. We could steal from the police's sundry accounts. Carter had access, and I had the means to move the money fast and keep it secure. That was till early on this morning when I found a £9,000 withdrawal from my private savings and lied.
This set's a death trap.
This set is a death trap.
Cecil?
As for Cecil, that was merely a crime of passion. Simple as that.
Now, I hold in my hand a written list of every fraudulent transaction Thomas Collymore and Inspector Carter made.
No, this can't be true. I
Florence,
can't believe it.
your sword and fair made me sick. It broke my heart.
Charlie, look at me. Anyway, you really look at me.
Your reading glasses, sir.
If I'd been right after this, I would.
Ding dong.
Yes, sir.
This is the worst night of my life.
Tell me, Thomas. Thomas said you. What do you mean? He never intended to share the money with you. Let me summarize. Inspector Carter knew. I discovered you and he were both embezzling the police money. So you actually planned to kill me, planting cyanide in my sherry for me to drink.
I've still got the ring, Charlie. We can make it work.
Mistakenly believing I was dead, Inspector Carter tried to pin my murder on Cecil and Florence because of their affair. That isn't until your accomplice, Thomas, blundered in and shot my brother, Cecil. You then tried to pin my murder on Perkins after finding my will in the ledger.
Take me, Charlie, if you know what's good for him.
But what you didn't know, Thomas, is that Inspector Carter made a £9,000 withdrawal from your private account this morning. and after framing someone for a murder, he intended to flee with a one-way ticket to Dover. I think it's time to look inside your attaché case, Inspector, where we shall find the bottle of cyanide. Thomas Collymore's £9,000.
And of course, a one-way ticket to Duran.
All the risk by throwing money in your pocket. Isn't that right?
All right. It's... All right. All right. It's true. I forged your signature at the bank and I took out every penny. I had intended to flee after I'd framed someone for the murder, but I hadn't bargained on your accountants catching on so quickly and telephoning you so soon.
You rogue! I trusted you, Carter. You made a mistake. I'm afraid it'll be your last.
No!
The officers are waiting in the hall, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. Would you please escort Miss Collymore downstairs? I wish to have a word with Thomas. You're dead. Downstairs, Florence. Downstairs. You're the man I knew from school. Being greedy and jealous.
I'm sorry, Charles. My nerves are in shreds.
There's a glass of sherry on the telephone.
Thank you, Charles.
Drink up.
Of the kind host.
Now tell me, Thomas. One last thing.
Anything, Charles. I'll tell no more lies.
What do you suppose I did with the poison sherry the inspector left out for me this evening?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fine. Just die.
Just die! Ooh! No! Oh no! Don't worry. Like a phoenix, I rise from the ash. Ah!
Oh, I wish Your lies and deceit have led you inexorably to this end. If men allow their conscience to be governed by avarice, then death and destruction shall prevail. Betrayed by my brother. Cockleded by my fiancé, and almost murdered by my oldest friend. Let us hope we never again see a murder at Havisham Manor.